Alright, let's just get this one out the way right now. Y'all know how the story goes at this point. Up 24-0 against the Chiefs in the divisional round, about to make history as a franchise. Instead, in the matter of 10 fucking minutes, we did make history alright, as one of the biggest collapses in modern sports history. I will never forget the day. Going to church, super happy, praising the Lord, we were shocking the world. But as I check my phone throughout my church class, the score gets really weird. In the matter of minutes, Kansas City was already up 28-24, and as I got back home to see the last minutes of the game, I'm horrified by what I'm looking at. So many questions. I rewatched the highlights later that night. I might as well watch dogs getting euthanized for how depressing it was to see. I won't spend too much time on this anymore, but just wanted to share my POV for when this game happened. Moving on. Speaking of the Chiefs, well, before the Chiefs embarrassed us in 2020, you forget that 4 years prior, they'd be responsible for the massacre that took place in NRG Stadium that day. Just a week prior, the Texans clinched a wildcard spot from a game-winning field goal against the Bengals on Christmas Eve. Hey, I remember, I was watching that. Might as well have been a Make-A-Wish playoff spot because the AFC South was buns this year, and the sports world let us know. How did we respond, you may ask? By proving them right during the very first fucking seconds of the game. You know, it really depends on how you interpret heartbreaking losses. Is it worse to choke away a game you had in the bag, or simply be annihilated from the opening kickoff? Well, Texans chose the second option this day, and it's safe to say our family carne asada was ruined on this day. It's one thing to get whooped, but it's a completely other thing to go scoreless for 3 whole hours in the playoffs. Led by Brian fucking Hoyer, Texans stood no shot no matter how much the defense was really trying. Hoyer threw gift wrap picks like nothing. Christmas was 2 weeks ago, Hoyer. Coach, sit this bum down, please. But I gotta hand it to Butt Chin Bill for making it to the playoffs with Brian Hoyer, Ryan Mallett, and Brandon Whedon. But this is still the worst Texans playoff game of all time. Oh yeah, it's that bad. Even worse than our future collapse. I'm just gonna say it right now. Here's a year no Texans fan wants to remember. 2020. How do we play this year? Similar to one's ass. We wouldn't know that this would be Deshaun Watson's last hoorah in Houston. And not only did we get one, but we got 2 heartbreaking losses to the Titans in 1 year. I'm going to put both of them here because both took years off my life. Let's start with week 6, where the Texans have 1 win compared to Tennessee's 4. Now at this point of the season, I still have faith in my team. Why? Because we had Deshaun Watson. The fuck? We could have easily been at least 2-2 at this point of the season, but I digress. Texans are putting up a decent showing on offense, but the defense can't stop a damn grandma on the field. Henry is bitching our defense, and somebody help out Watson, man. He's doing everything by himself. We are going back and forth, and by the tail end, the Texans jump to a 7-point lead. Romeo Crennel decides to go for 2, which would put the game out of reach for Tennessee. A decision I agreed with, and I still agree with to this day. I mean, our defense is already doing a piss poor job of containing Henry. Might as well end it here. We fail. Shocker. Titans drive up the field effortlessly and tie the game up. Overtime. Titans win the toss, and this reaction by Watson speaks for itself. We are cooked. Again, effortlessly. Henry runs over Houston to come out with the victory. Heart shattered, Sunday ruined. Okay, but what about week 17? At this point, there's absolutely no hope in Houston anymore. We don't even have a number 1 pick, so there's no use throwing this game away. At least win this game to end off the season with some semblance of dignity we have left. Well, it's in this video, so that we did not do. Texans start off playing like pretty typical ass. They go for a fake punt, which goes to show how desperate we were. Texans, again, cannot stop anything or anyone on the field. Derrick Henry's treating this like training camp. I'm serious, it's that bad. We're down 31-15, and it's about that time to start turning off the TV. Not me though. I had faith. I had belief. And to my surprise, Deshaun Watson starts dicing the Tennessee defense. That, along with crucial mistakes by Tennessee, allows the Texans to score 20 unanswered points. Now my hopes are up. But you forget that our defense might as well be UFL players because we are getting ran over by Ryan Tannehill. Deshaun has 1 possession left, and we get far, but not far enough. We settle for a field goal to tie the game. Wonderful, another overtime against Tennessee. So you thought a minute 39 was enough for Tennessee to drive up the field? Try 17 fucking seconds. Tannehill literally just chucks it down the field to find AJ Brown, oh so conveniently in position to make the grab. Our defense blows, and how does it end? A doink inside the uprights. Season straight out of hell. The dark ages of the Texans were just beginning, and man do I not miss that era. Alright, let's travel back in time now. 2010. Yeah, remember that year? Talented offense, 29th ranked defense. Despite starting 4-2, that defense would unfortunately show its ugly head in a Week 10 match against the Jaguars. Texans fight back from a 17-3 deficit and manage to tie it up in the fourth quarter. Entering the final minutes of the fourth quarter, Jaguars have one possession left, or so it seems. Scooby-Doo has a 42-yard field goal that would put Jacksonville in the lead. And guess what? He misses it. Texans have the ball back with a minute 30 left. Surely the Texans capitalize on this opportunity. Well, it's in this video, so it's a big old no. Schaub now is driving up the field, and Houston is making good progress until Texans turn it over. The only turnover this game, I might add. There's absolutely no way they pull this off. Well, I hear the shots from my parents and knew we were cooked. Knocked down, oh he caught it, Gus Johnson creams. Basically sums up our defense of the 2010 season. Alright, this last one is for my older viewers because that's low-key majority of y'all. We are going back to when I was in diapers, basically. The days of Sage Rosenfels and Steve Sladen. Rosenfels was subbing in for Shaw Pookie since he was feeling a bit sick. The winless Texans are hosting the Colts in this early season matchup. It seems as though the Colts have the upper hand in this matchup, but Rosenfels is playing for his life. Damn, didn't know bro was like that. Texans are shutting down the Indy offense, and suddenly we are up 27-10 against the Indianapolis Colts with the Peyton Manning. What a show! But this is when the show would unfortunately take a turn for the worse. Texans just need to hold off for 8 minutes. We even recover the onside kick after Indy scores, but you see, the Bears have the double doink, Jets have the butt fumble, and well, the Texans have the Rosencopter. Rosenfels turns into a literal human helicopter and loses the ball that is returned for a scoop and score for Indy. Oh my days, this play is just awful. It's now a 3-point game, and to respond, Rosenfels activates his inner clutch and fumbles the ball once again near their own red zone. Colts recover and effortlessly score. Just unbelievable. Texans have one last shot, but Rosenfels throws it straight to the opposition because why not, am I right? 3 straight turnovers is my favorite form of torture. Game over. Texans are now 0-4. Shaw may have been sick, but nowhere near as sick as the Texans fans in Reliance Stadium that day.